When you were a kid, did you ever make up a superhero name?
Actually, no.
Not that creative.
Took
me forever to name my orc the other day when I made one play with Andrew.
I thought you called him not a Gnelf.
No, that was the gnome.
Oh.
Because obviously it makes sense.
Well, yeah, but I still figured.
The orc, I ended up making a warrior.
Not a Gnorc?
No, he's a warrior, and warriors have a stance called, or a talent tree called Fury. And I was very surprised it wasn't taken, but I managed to name myself Nick Fury.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes!
When I was a kid, go ahead.
Well, no, when I was a kid, I already had names, because if I was a Ninja Turtle, I was Leonardo. If I was a superhero, I was Batman, so I didn't have to...
Yeah, Leo was my boy. I love the double swords.
Yeah, Power Rangers. I was always the Red Ranger, so Jason.
Green.
But,
Green.
Well, see, Caleb, he was older, so he got the Green Ranger.
Oh, that's shitty.
So... But see, my favorite color is blue, and I like swords, so I got Leonardo. And then Caleb, he just liked sticks, I guess, and he was fine with purple. So,
hey, that's fine. I mean, Donatello's, he's a smart one. Mm-hmm. My cousin Zach really liked Michelangelo. I always liked Leonardo. My buddy Andrew, Raphael. He just loved being angsty all the time.
Raphael fanboys, they're a whole other thing, man.
Yeah, they are. They're ridiculous.
They're like ride or die, like bike gang levels of loyalty to Raphael.
Yeah. Double sire, die, son.
Michelangelo fan myself.
Yeah,
I like
the prankster.
I like the nunchucks.
Oh yeah, nunchucks were always fun.
Yeah.
I remember actually, I've got over there Turtles in Time. Trying to play through. I've never officially beaten that game.
That's a good game.
It is.
I always played the NES, TMNT, and
yeah, that was a good one.
I was always disappointed that Michelangelo kind of sucked in that because he had no range, but at least it wasn't as bad as Raphael.
Well, here's one thing I will say about that game: when the turtles fall into the water in the sewers, and I'm like, wait a second, they're turtles.
Yeah.
Isn't in later levels? Don't they like swim around and find?
You have to swim through the dam level, and it's a fucking hellhole of a level.
Yeah, I hated that level.
I remember... I'm sure we were playing on easy if there are difficulty settings. I remember it being impossible to beat unless you were doing multiplayer, because it's almost impossible to get the drop on Super Shredder at the end of the game.
Oh,
just in one player. Yeah, basically one of us would have to like...
distract.
Basically be the punching bag, and then somebody would leap over and get the hits in, because it was impossible.
Well, I played through on normal difficulty. And the higher the difficulty you go, the more special attacks he does. Like one that he does fire, which like sets your toe on fire. He's like, my toe, wee wee wee. You jump up and down. And then the other one's like the ice, where you literally turn into ice. And then the green one, which blew me away,
turns you into a little turtle.
Turtle. You're just like on the ground, like, what the hell happened?
What?
And when that one hits you, it takes away like half your health.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, Jesus H, dude, this is ridiculous. And I never beat him. Yep. I never beat that game. I'd love to go back and do it.
You pretty much have to do it multiplayer.
Yeah. I tried to play through with my mom, but my mom never had time to play with me. Because my mom, she was always game to play with me. And this was way back when I lived in the sticks. This is when I didn't have internet or anything back there. And it was always too far for my family to drive up there and play with me. And the only other kid that could lived way up a hill, and he was absolutely anti-SNES. He was Sega for life. He was all Sonic games all the time.
How'd that work out for him?
Pretty bad. I mean, I'm not gonna boast or anything, but he did become a drug addict, and he did. I'm just joking. He knows who he is. So he knows I'm joking when I say that shit. But he's actually turned out pretty well. He just can't really figure out what he wants to do with his life, much like me. Hey, but it is what it is. Anywho, yeah, we're here with My Hero Academia, and we're on episode 13 of Season 2, Time to Pick Some Names. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what kind of names they're going to come up with for their characters and everything. Well, not characters, but for their personas, if you will. No pun intended, because Nick's playing through Persona 5 on live stream, which you can check that out. whenever he does that. I mean, you know, he's trying to do a perfect run right now.
That's off stream.
Well, off stream he's trying to do a perfect run.
Live stream is just me playing it.
Yeah, he's just having fun playing it.
Yeah.
But anywho, yeah, let's get into this. Let's actually, oh shoot, it's been on screen the whole time. Whoops.
Oh, well.
So let's give it a watch. Here we go.
Hopefully they come up with some better names than Cape Baldy.
Hopefully.
Well, if I get advice from a 3-year-old I just saw, probably Go-Go Power Rangers is going to be the name. That was the name he picked out for his little sister. So I feel like if it's good enough for your little sister, it's good enough for a superhero name.
Yeah, why not?
I think there might be some copyright issues on that one.
Go-Go Power Ranger.
All of a sudden, Saban just busts through the wall, and he's just like, "No, you're not allowed to do that. That is my intellectual property ever since I bought it back."
But if you're an actual superhero with super speed or super strength, how are they going to stop you?
I don't know.
You just bust in and introduce yourself.
They will find a way. They will try and find a way.
Hello, I'm Go-Go Power Ranger. And
they'll send you
proceed
an
from
invoice for royalties.
To which I will respond.
That's why you wear a mask so they don't know where to send it to.
To which I will respond by literally standing on top of the Freedom Tower 1, wiping my ass with the receipt and dropping it down the front of the building, and just let the Hershey stains hit on the way down.
Gross.
It's disgusting.
I know, right?
Gross.
Well, that's what I think about people with like bullshit copyrights and patents and all that nonsense. The fact that the U.S. government enforces that shit is just a plague upon creativity and ingenuity. I mean, we could go into the whole, spiel about libertarianism and all that, but let's get into this anime. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
ベスト8だっけかっこよかったぞ意外と小さいね昔を思い出しちまったよ僕はわかるわかる朝から疲れたぞおはよう飯田君飯田君カッパに長靴何のんきに歩いているんだ遅刻だ飯田君兄の件なら心配ご無用だいらぬ辛労をかけてすまなかったな
No, it's bothering him. It hurt anyway.
声かけられたよ、クルトちゃん。
ああ、俺も。
私もジロジロ見られて、なんか恥ずかしかった。
ハガクレさんはいつもなんじゃ。俺なんか小学生にいきなりドンマイコールされたぜ。
ドンマイ。
おはよう。
Sup, Aizawa? I mean, Micah? I mean, what?
相沢先生、包帯取れたのね。よかったわ。
ばあさんの処置が大げさなんだよ。ヒーロー名の考案だ。というのも先日話したプロヒーローからのドラフト指名に関係してくる。つまり今回1年のお前らに来た指名は将来性に対する興味に近い。で、その集計結果がこうだ。例年はもっとばらけるんだが2人に注目が偏った。
緑やないなあんな無茶な戦い方すっから怖がられたんだ
I mean, he's probably not wrong.
Yeah.
いわゆる職場体験ってのに行ってもらう。
職場体験
まあそのヒーロー名はまだ仮ではあるが適当なもんは
つけたら地獄を見ちゃうよ
Uh-oh.
学生時代につけたヒーロー名が世に認知されそのままプロ名にな
あヒーロー名決めてないって
メディア出たくないし俺は名前にこだわりないから
あーイレイザーヘッドだ
じゃあそれで
ヒーロー名僕が将来なりたいと思うような名前か
Bakugo already has an idea because he started writing immediately.
He's so great.
発表形式かよいやこれはなかなか度胸が I cannot stop twinkling 訳して
That's not a good name. That's not a good name. It's a sentence.
ここは愛を取ってキャントに省略した方が呼びやすい
それねマドマゼ
ヒーロー名エイリアンクイーン
Fitting. Pretty fitting.
The Xenomorph.
Yes.
小学生の頃から決めてたの
Froppy.
梅雨入りヒーロー
Froppy!
かわいい親し
Oh.
みんなから愛されるお手本のようなネーミングね。
Yeah. Froppy, Froppy.
冒険ヒーローレッドライオット。
赤の
That's pretty cool.
これはあれね。男気ヒーロークリムゾンライオットのリスペクトね。
そうっす。だいぶ古いけど、俺の目指すヒーロー像はクリムゾンそのものなんす。
どれどれ。マイティーオールマン、マイティー
オールマイトジュニア。
オールマイトジュニア、マイティーマン、キャプテンオールマイト、スーパーオールマイト、スーパー。
Just weird did his mom get way shorter?
Actually, it was her weight gain.
Flashback.
They do shrink, actually. Japanese ladies do. They seem.
You can attest to that with your grandma.
They start shrinking after a while.
ヒアヒーロー、イヤホンジャック。
特殊ヒーローテンタコール。テーピンヒーローセロファ
Cellophane.
ン。わかりやすい。
大切。
武闘ヒーローテイルマン。
名が体を表してる。
甘味ヒーローシュガーマン。スタンガンヒーローチャージと稲妻でチャージ妻。
ステルスヒーロー、インビジブルガール。
いいじゃんいいよ。
Okay.
さ
Very
あさあ
to the
どこ
point.
へ行きまくりましょう。
Some are
こ
right
の
on
名
the
に
nose.
恥じぬ行いを。ラン
Creative.
グチヒーロークリエティ。
ショート。
名前いいの？
漆黒ヒーロー。
I would have just gone Song of Ice and Fire, because what the fuck?
もぎたてヒーロー、グレー
Grape juice.
わかった。
Sorry.
爆殺王。
That sounds very villainy.
King explosion murder.
考えてあります。
Uravati.
ウラビティ。
Aw, that's sweet. That's sweet.
残ってるのは最高の爆豪くんと飯田くん、そして緑谷くんね。
実は足の感覚が全くねえんだ。
Oh, crap.
Damn, dude.
ヒーローインゲニウムは多分
No.
ここでお前がいいならこの名受け取ってくんねえか。
Tinya.
あなたの名前ね。
If I were him, I'd go overdrive. It'd be
Yeah.
a decent one. It'd still be in fit in with the motif of a.
一生呼ばれ続けるかもしんねえんだぜ。
What is it? Jackass?
この呼び名
Iron
今ま
Horse?
で好きじゃなかった
Huh?
Deku.
けど
Deku?
ある人に意味を変えられて僕には結構な衝撃で
頑張れって感じのテクだ。
これが僕のヒーロー名です
Deku. He's owning it. Okay. I can respect that.
Like how his hands are all bandaged up, so his handwriting is so jacked up.
Yeah.
爆殺か
違う、そうじゃない。
Stop with the murder shit, dude.
Like, just call yourself Lord Explosion.
期間は1週間。肝心の職場だが指名のあったものは個別にリストを渡すからその中から自分で選択しろ。
俺は都市部での対凶悪犯罪。
Of course you do.
私は水難に関わるところがいいわ。
Which might be useful inland, like whenever there's like mudslides or
法
stuff
律
like
的に
that.
判断しろ。以上だ。
Of course. His dad's agency.
オイラはマウントレディー。
Of course you
ミネ
are.
タちゃん、やらしいこと考えてるわね。違うし。デク君はもう決めた？
まずこの40名の受け入れヒーローらの得意な活動条件を調べて系統別に分けた。
ゲーかよもはや。
ごめん、夢中になっちゃって。
That happens
相
a
当
lot.
悩んでるわね、緑谷ちゃん。バトルヒーローガンヘッドの事務所。
ガンヘッドってゴリッゴリの武闘派じゃん。ウラルカさんがそこに？
指名来てた。
Combat training.
強くなればそんだけ可能性が広がる。
Switch.
やりたい方だけ向いてても見聞狭まる。と。
なるほど。
Well, if they asked for, they might have something in mind for us.
震えてる。
It's like he just decided.
待って、職員室に提出しに行った。どう
Whoa!
したんですか？そんなに慌てて。
ちょっとおいで。担当直入に言うと、君にヒーローから指名が来ている。
本当ですか？
ああ、その方の名はグラントリノ。
Clint Eastwood?
私の担任だった方だ。
Really?
グラントリノは先代の盟友。当の昔に隠居なさっていたので、カウン
Oh.
トし忘れていたよ。手紙を送った時に君のことを書いたからか。それで
So he's just like Deku.
飯田の希望事務所。こいつ、もっと上からの指名もあったはず。ホスのヒーロー事務所。
Wait, is that where his brother got?
He's gonna do something stupid.
Yeah, he is. When searching for vengeance, often dig two graves.
逃走中の犯人は神出鬼没。過去17名ものヒーローを殺害し、23名ものヒーローを再起不能に陥れたヒーロー殺し。ヴィラン名ステイン。何も言ってくれない飯田君に僕が何かを言えるはずもなく、そんな状態のまま職場体験の日を迎えてしまった。
飯田君、本当にどうしようもなくなったら言ってね。
ああ、この時もっと強く言葉をかけるべきだった。僕はこの日のことをやがて後悔することになる。
Oh no.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it does not. See what the post-credit scene is. Gran Torino.
オールマイトすら恐れるヒーローか。
It's probably a crazy old man.
地図の住所は合ってるぞ。よろしくお願いします。死んでる。生きとる。
I saw the sausages on the ground.
Yeah,
I'm like,
me too.
no. Oh god. Okay.
I mean, he kind of looks like a tiny Clint Eastwood.
Kind of. Kind of. Yeah, I can see it. I can actually see that character being voiced by Clint Eastwood. He'd be like, "Who are you? Get out of my house. I'm not dead yet."
Why can't you people just let me lay in my ketchup on my own? That was really weird though. Like, why was he like?
I think he was playing dead to see what Midoriya's reaction would be.
Midoriya.
Nidorino, Nido King, Nidoran. Jesus Christ, people have been getting on me over how I'm pronouncing it. Honestly, I don't care. Okay, how about I just call him Deku from now on? Yeah, the Great Deku Tree. Yeah. Yeah, what, is Link gonna visit him? Is he gonna get the fucking green gem from him from after defeating Queen? Yeah, after defeating the what was her name? Queen
Goma.
Yeah, Queen Goma.
I
the
feel
fucking
like
Spider Queen.
I feel like he's just a Deku scrub right now.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'd say he's a Deku sapling.
It's funny because it has a dual meaning.
Yeah, yeah. God.
It's like he's just a scrub.
Yeah. Oh man.
And a Deku scrub is also a little Deku tree.
Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, we are getting into internships, which, damn, I'm interested to see where they're all going to wind up after these internships, what they learn, and hopefully they grow from these, because from what I'm looking at, Bakugo might not learn a damn thing, because
It kind of like you got paired up with a fashion designer.
the best genist. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure what genist's abilities are.
Which will be immensely entertaining.
Yeah. I would expect, like, Sparkle Boy to... Yeah, that's what I'm calling him. I know he calls himself, what was it? Can't Stop Shining or something?
Can't Stop Sparkling.
Can't Stop Sparkling. Yeah, I'm just going to call him Sparkle Boy. Because, yeah, I think that's a more fitting name.
Just named himself Captain Sparkles.
Something.
I think even the creator of this anime or this manga would be getting sued for that, because I think Captain Sparkles was out before the manga was out. I think.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know. Hey, chat, do research on that and put it in the description or the comment section. But yeah, we are getting into what the second half of this season. I mean, and looks like we're gonna be seeing some pretty interesting stuff. And this is different from the first season, because first season only had 13 episodes. This one has 26.
Wow.
So, yeah, and from what it seems like, every season that comes out from here on out is going to have 26 episodes, which that's very interesting to me because it just shows you how popular this show has become. Because we went from, you know, just basic 13 episodes a season to 26.
That's
Not
cool
many
because
anime
like
do that.
it's always disappointing to me nowadays because there's been too many series that are just doing 10 to 12 episodes per season.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, dude, if I'm only getting this once a year, like I want more than like a fucking, you know, crumb.
A season.
Like
Yeah.
you're basically being like, here's a crumb. Like,
Imagine-
please, sir, may I have some
Yeah.
food? And it's like,
Yeah.
I got a crumb left.
Imagine,
Fuck
if you will,
you!
if they did the same thing. Okay, they waited. I think it was 2 or 3 years of a wait between the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya season 1 and season 2. And how do they begin season 2 with the Eternal 8, which is literally the same 8 episodes played again and again and again, with only minor differences that Kyon notices and is just like, wait a second, have we done this before? And then he wakes up the next morning, and he doesn't notice it until it's much later in the evening, and then...
That's why, after I heard about that, I don't ever plan to watch that series.
No,
because that just
here's-
sounds like some of the laziest writing in the history of
Actually,
writing.
I did watch it all the way through, and I will say this. How they get out of it and how they resolve it actually works really well.
Yeah, but it actually made Watch Mojo's list of top 10 times the anime has trolled its fans.
Yeah.
So, in other words, like, it is literally a troll to the fans. So I think that's
if you're going to
bullshit.
watch the show, I'll say this: watch the first one and watch the 8th one. Don't bother with 2 through 7. That's all I'm gonna say. Just watch.
I think I would get to about the 4th one, and I'd probably never watch the show again.
No,
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I got to like the 5th one, and I'm just like, is this really all it's going to be this entire season? And then when I got to the 8th one, I'm just like, oh, thank God, finally something different. And then at the next episode, I'm just like, is it gonna? Yes! Oh my God, we've escaped the loop. Thank God.
The only time I wouldn't think like repeating a day or something like that would be lazy would be if they put it in a video game and made it kind of like Happy Death Day / Groundhog Day.
Oh, you mean like
or something.
Majora's Mask?
Not exactly.
Ah.
Like Majora's Mask gets called Groundhog Day, but you do completely different shit every day. That
True,
you rewind
very
in
true,
Majora's
very true.
Mask. Like you don't go back doing the same things over and over again. Once you got something done, you work on something else. Like I'm talking like the same day in the game repeats some several times, but like you change the path each time. Like on how the events play out after you see how one path doesn't work.
In truth, that whole experiment that they did was to prove just how Kyon needed to change and take action, because Kyon had up until that point had pretty much lived his life through inaction. He was just like laying back and not doing anything and just letting everyone else determine his life. Instead, he stepped up and he actually determined his life for himself. And effectively, it's a little bit of a saying, like if you don't control your destiny, destiny will control you. Because the ultimate destiny of every human being born onto this planet is one day you're going to die. Whether you believe in God, whether you don't believe in God, whether whatever, no matter what, at the end of the day, your body is going to grow old, you are going to die. Or you'll die young. But either way, the story always ends the same.
There are a much better way, in my opinion, to do time loops than
one
episode at a time, replaying the same events over and over again.
I agree. No, that's
Happy Death Day
you.
showed that. Like,
I agree. And the truth is, it's just that character, her character was able to do that eventually when she realized what was going on.
Well, she realizes pretty quick.
Yeah, she did.
She realizes like on the second day. She's like, she starts to be like, this is really strange.
Whereas effectively it was a full reboot instead of like Kyon remembering everything that happened the day previous. Instead, he remembered nothing. Yeah, and it was only through a constant repetition. The constant enough repetition. They actually said how many times they repeated the day. We saw it for 8 episodes. In terms of the loop and how long it went, it was for well over 3,000 years. And it was only after 3,000 years of doing it over and over and over again did he finally notice it and break the loop. That enough time distortion like that in terms of the space-time continuum, even a rube like Kyon would notice that shit. And Kyon was a fucking idiot. I mean, I'm just not going to lie. He was an idiot. I mean, he had this beautiful, beautiful woman, waiting on his every word, and the very moment he said something to her, she changed she changed herself to be a better person because of what he said, and she always wanted to include him and stuff. Get a hint, son. She likes you. Ask her out. God, don't be such an idiot. But
maybe he didn't give a fuck.
Exactly. Look what happened. He repeated the same day for 3,000 years.
I guess if me not giving a fuck makes me repeat the same day for 3,000 years, at least I'll have 3,000 years I won't die for. So. Interesting.
Fair enough. But, God, I'm interested to see what Gran Torino is going to be like. I'm thinking he's effectively going to be that, not effectively like Master Roshi was to Goku, except not as perverted. I hope not as perverted, because we've already got enough of a perv with Mineta.
I mean, we already know it's a harem anime, so it's coming.
This is a harem anime?
Yeah.
Forgot about his
Oh,
jump
that's
from
right.
last time.
Yeah.
I forgot, yeah.
Everybody's in love with Midoriya. They're following him around. Like, it's totally turn into a harem anime. Everybody's obsessed with that little guy.
Yeah. The women, the men.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Especially Bakugo.
Yeah, he's the worst one.
Bakugo wants his fist.
Okay, that got a little weird, but
I was just trying to think of something that Bakugo Bakugo wants to fight him. Wants to.
Just all hot and sweaty over it.
Jesus Christ.
He already has fought him once, though.
Well, but that was a simulation, and it wasn't a one-to-one fight. It was instead a exercise to see if you could work together.
That's how you know it's like it's a harem anime, because it's like it's not even good enough. Like he can't even share him at all. It's just like obsessive.
Yeah, I mean you saw what happened with that lovers tiff. I mean, you saw how hard he fought Ochako. You saw how far he fought
the other girl. The interloper.
Exactly. Nick's done. Nick's done with this conversation. All right, and he's fidgeting with his fidget cube, so we're going to call this episode to a close. This was My Hero Academia. Choose your name. And, yeah, Deku pretty much chose his name, and we're now going to be moving forward and seeing what Gran Torino is all about. For the next episode, Bizarre Gran Torino appears. So, we hope to see you all there, and if you are watching this on Patreon, we greatly appreciate your support. And if you're watching this through through YouTube, and you want to see the full version of this, link in the description down below to our Patreon, where you can check out the full version and be a week ahead like everyone else who's on our Patreon. So, we greatly appreciate it. So, until next time, signing off, I'm Nate.
Micah.
I'm Nick.
We will see you in the next one. Peace out.